This is a video that should help explain this formative assessment, formative activity that we're doing called hexagonal thinking. So you have some directions on this first slide, and I'm not going to read them all, but I will kind of briefly go over it. So hexagonal thinking is your thinking, but also using hexagons, so like the 8-sided shape, like stop sign. And I'm reading this first bullet right here. Hexagonal thinking is a tool, a visual tool to help you make connections and organize ideas on a topic in general. Your task, generally with hexagonal thinking, will be to create as many connections with the hexagonal cards as you can and explain your connections. And then these other bullet points just go through some specifics for this formative, for this activity related to our geography notes. But in general, it's a visual tool to help you make connections and organize ideas and explain your thinking and show your understanding. This is an example using the civil rights movement, concepts from the civil rights movement. And so in this Google slideshow, you will drag these little hexagon shapes. So this is what a completed one may look like, and then you can drag others that you're not using or not ready for in the corner. But this general idea right here is what hexagonal thinking looks like. So you have two parts in this. You have part one, which is the actual hexagonal thinking. You're going to create as many connections with the hexagonal cards as you can, remembering that it is a visual tool to help make connections, organize ideas. You can use the slideshows and activities that we have used. So our 5 themes of geography, mapping skills, landforms and topography, slideshows, your guided notes, and other classroom resources or online resources. My intent is not for you to have every single thing that you've read memorized, but to be able to have that knowledge and then take it and apply it. I'm more concerned with your application of it and seeing connections and making explanations. That's what I want us to practice right now. So this is a slide. These are your hexagons that you will move. It's a little bit laggy. And then on all of these slides, there's a tip down here that says use the magnifying glass tool and the toolbar to zoom in and out. There is a lot on these slides, so that's this tool right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it to zoom out, because now you can see all of the tools, all of the hexagons. So say you wanted to start with movement and you wanted to connect region to movement. You would do it like this. I know that they're everywhere right now, and I'm just going to ask that you do whatever you need to do to organize them so that you can, and in the end, show your completed hexagonal thinking in this kind of gray part of the slide that is covered at the moment. So you drag them like that, you click on it, and you get this little 4 pointed diamond shape with arrows. So it's like the thing you get with the text box, and you drag it. If you click this home button, it will bring you to the first page. And then part 2 is right here. I'm going to go and zoom it in. Whoops, I'm going to tell it to fit so you can see everything. And part 2 is your explanation. So you need to pick 3 of your hexagons and explain each connection. You can add more slides if needed. There are 3 that are set up for you right here. What this means is pick a hexagon or a word and explain each other hexagon or word that is connected to it. As an example, there's a screenshot down here. So say that you are picking the hexagon of human geography right here. What you would do is say the hexagon is human geography. Movement and human geography are connected because push and pull migration and human geography are connected because, and things like that. There is hexagon 1 slide and connections, hexagon 2 slides and connections, hexagon 3 slides and connections. So your task for part 2 is to pick 3 and explain. You can do more and add more slides if you need, but you do need to do 3. So this is what hexagonal thinking is. Let me know what questions you have and how I can support you.